Okay. Hi, good evening. This is Trauma Addiction Recovery Coach Sonia. Thank you for joining us tonight. I want to apologize because Mindset Coach Natalie is not feeling well. So, due to that, I'm going to have to nail this YouTube live tonight. So, I hope that all of you bear with me. I'm trying to get everything together that I need because it is not easy. I am nervous. I'm going to be honest. I am nervous, so just bear with me, please, my dear viewers. So, first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Trauma Addiction Recovery Coach Sonia, and I specialize in guiding women who already have learned to cope with past traumas responses that led them to substance misuse, overeating, shopping, even toxic relationships. My role goes beyond traditional coaching. I provide support to those women who have been triggered and are faced with possible setbacks or obstacles that may cause them to approach old unhealthy ways to cope. So, in my collaborative process, I focus on helping helping women who might encounter triggers ignite as a trauma response on their ongoing journey. So, my approach is rooted on realistic and practical guidance. Rather than treating addiction directly, I assist in preventing relapses, setbacks challenge and by addressing the challenges that may emerge during the pursuit of your goals. So, life's journey can be complex, like we all know, and even moving forward can trigger responses from the past. In these moments, we work closely with individuals offering support, preventing, restoring the old coping mechanisms like substance use, overeating, impulsive behaviors. By navigating these challenges together, we ensure more resilience and fulfilling journey sus- towards your journey of healing and transformation. So, I am not only a woman that decided to say one day, well, guess what? I want to be a trauma addiction life coach, and I'm just gonna get myself ready and throw myself out there. Actually, I've been through my own personal experiences with trauma since I was a child. Before even the age of 5, I have very drastic memories. So, in my deepest honesty, it's from sexual assault to being limited, being in a household with a lot of negativity and substance misuse. There was a lot of influential on negative behaviors like verbal abuse, physical abuse. So that took me in a path to seeking for a relationship, trying to escape and leave my house at a young age. I just thought if I get married, I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to make them same mistakes. I'm going to move forward and I'm going to find. And I was with all that fairy tale living in my mind with all them traumas. I used to create this in my head. And I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but I used to make all this about I'm going to find this prince that he's going to take me away and we're going to be happy. He's going to love me and we're going to have lots of children. Boy, it didn't work out. I was in a abusive relationship, which for me, I was not in an abusive relationship because it was coming to me. I was used to that type of treatment. So it was toxic. It was abusive physically, sexually, and it took me plenty of years to move forward. When I moved forward, tried seeking counseling therapy, but I only went for a little bit. I really didn't do the work, and then I moved into the next unhealthy relationship. So I have my own share of experiences. I've committed myself. Um, I've turned my life to God. I want to change my life. So yes, if you're listening, I am a person that has been through so much, but in the verge of all that, I haven't given up hope. I feel like God has a purpose for me in life, and I'm passionate about helping other women with similar experience. I've been in prison. I've been had CPS case back when I was in my addiction years. Um, that marriage that led me through a deep depression. I went through therapy. I've been through counseling. I'm still I still see a counselor. I still have a person I speak when I need to, in case of an emergency, in case that a past trauma arises. I have that coach, that therapist that I can call, and I can get the advice and the help that I need if needed. I went through a hardcore recovery to get myself together and come out of that. But that doesn't just say that I went through this recovery treatment and I was in there for 6, 9 months and I'm good, I'm ready to go. I still have to continue doing the work because we never know when a traumatic experience is going to hit us and we're going to end up going back to the same. And that's what we try. That's what I'm here to help you. If you have any of those thoughts, if you're going through a hard situation as a life coach, a trauma addiction life coach, I want to tell you that there are other ways to cope. There are other ways, and I'm here to provide you with those tools and techniques. But other than that, and sharing some of my personal experience as well, and telling you about my long journey of recovery, continuing to educate myself, I want to tell you all that tonight we are having our second episode on Cupid's Chronicles, which is love languages, understanding and meeting each other needs. So tonight I want to speak. I didn't get, when mindset coach Natalie, and I'm gonna be very honest because that's what we do here. We are honest, and like I said, I'm a bit nervous. I'm always used to her being. She's the coach. She's the mindset coach. She actually takes care of everything that is the banners that come out, everything that comes out. We share the housekeeping when we do the live. So I just want you to bear with me and understand that at the end of the day, other I am getting my certifications and I'm getting prepared to be able to do that one-on-one coaching. I want you to know that I am still human. I do get nervous. I'm not panicking or nothing, but I am a bit nervous. And I tried putting the banners and everything. It wasn't working out because everything is actually on my phone, on my system, but I'm trying to do it out of the laptop so it'd be bigger and it'd be more. I won't be facing sideways. I don't want none of that. So I'm going to share with y'all real quick that I am so grateful to have you all here tonight on our YouTube live. Love languages, understanding and meeting each other needs. That's what we're going to be talking. I'm going to be sharing experiences about how past trauma can still affect your present, even though regardless that we went through the healing process, we went through the therapist, we went through the psychiatrist, we have it good, we going on, everything's going on great for a few years, but we never know when uh past traumatic event is gonna well a trauma from your past is gonna emerge, and we might not be able to cope with it or know how to deal with it. So I'm here to talk about some of that and affecting the relationship because I'm here to talk tonight about couples. And I'm wearing this little weird blouse, and I just want to let you all know that I'm saying little weird blouse because it's lovely. It's got little hearts, and I want to share it because when I came home from work today, my husband had got me a blouse, some jeans, some balloons, roses. It was divine. It was beautiful. And I had talked to him before because I told him, baby, you know that on Valentine's I gotta work. Went in at 9 a.m. Didn't get off till 6 p.m. Came in, took a shower, spent time with my son, and then get ready for the YouTube live. And I was already a little bit distressed because as soon as he picked me up, I was like, oh, Natalie is not feeling well, and she's not gonna be able. My sister is not gonna be able to join me tonight. He's like, baby, you got this. And I turned around. I said, no, I don't. No, I don't. And he was like, yes, you got it. He said, you've been doing this for a few months now. You got this. Just be you. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight with you all. I'm just gonna be me. So let me tell you a little bit. I want to speak about in the couples. Natalie, we were doing this. It was going to be a two. So before I start going into the details, remember, I want to remind you that if you are on the Facebook stream yard, remember to always go to the YouTube channel. She's taking her live back. Join in through our YouTube. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss up on future episodes of She's Taking Her Life Back. This is She's Taking Her Life Back, a women's word talk show here. We are coaches that help women that have experienced past trauma, that have moved forward but are still trying to find purpose, break free from self-limited beliefs, self-sabotage. We try to help you cope and provide you with tools and techniques. We do have worksheets available. I know Natalie was going to start a challenge, a 5-day challenge. I think right now she needs to heal first and then focus on that, because always, like we say, self-care, self-love, that comes first. Because if we don't take care of ourselves, then we can't take care of the people we love. That's how I see it sometimes. I used to put everybody before me, and I have to say, hey, but if I don't take care of me, I'm not going to be here long enough to continue taking care of the people I love. So I just want to say, Mindset Coach Natalie, I know you're watching tonight, and I know you're rooting for me. So please take care and get better. And life, spiritual life coach Julia too as well. It's something going on, so just heal, ladies. It's gonna be okay. So tonight we're talking about. I was gonna speak on behalf. I'm sorry about that. I have my son in the next room. He does have autism, so he is knocking on my wall. I hope my husband can hear him and tell him to stop. So apologies. I'm saying I'm human. I'm home. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. And give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay, sorry. He understands. He listens. So hopefully I'll stop for a little minute before he starts doing it again. So I was gonna be speaking on behalf of couples, being in a relationship after past trauma, during the healing process and everything. How is it in the inside of being with the couple? What past traumas have still affected my relationship now? And then I'm gonna move forward to spicing up the relationship, how we can spice it up, how we can um meet each meeting each other needs, you and your spouse and your partner, um, your significant other. Natalie was going to speak on behalf of being single, because y'all, Natalie knows she's single. She's looking for Mr. Right, and she was going to be speaking on that. She's not here tonight, so we're going to pause that one. She might make a little YouTube when she feels better and upload it, which I hope that's what she always got something under the sleeve. I know. So let me move forward. I want to speak about, as in, when we're in a relationship, ladies, and I want you to understand that when we are in the process of healing from past trauma, there is never a I'm healed, I'm good, because I know we post, yes, I'm great, and we always say we heal in going from trauma to trauma. That's like I give you a clap. But we do gotta understand that sometimes we still have those those situations that will bring a thought, which always our subconscious is always gonna try to get the best of us, because it's something, like a baby. When we start to walk, then we don't forget, then we just want to walk. That's what we want to do. And I was telling somebody the other day, somebody threw something and I caught it at work, and they were like, I said, it's the brain. We already feel that to react. When you eat, you do this and you bring it to your mouth, right? You can be looking at a TV, you can be looking at a movie, and you still go like this and bring it to your mouth because your mind already knows. So that's the same thing. If we are in a relationship, and like me, I'm gonna give you an example. Me and my husband now, when we were dating, we were doing good at first. We were dating, we were going out on dates, we were happy. And then one day I came out of work, I was tired, and he wanted to do our routine. We always went to the movies. I said, no, I'm tired. I want to go home. So he asked me if there was something wrong. I said, no, I'm just tired, and no, I want to go home. And he was like, okay. And he was like, okay, so let's go. And you know what? He just said okay. He didn't say no. Why? What happened? Why are you being like that? He just said okay. He understood I was tired. But me, something got triggered on me. Something got triggered. And I had to look at that further in my relationship because I was still having issues at the beginning. Further my relationship because something got triggered. I mean, I remember we had a fight, and back then we weren't living together. We were dating. We didn't have a car. We were riding the MARTA. We was riding the bus. He would go from his job to my job to wait for me at my job, and then go to the bus, take me all the way to where I was staying, and then he would go all the way to the recovery center where he was staying, still finishing his treatment and his program while I was already out because I finished before him. I graduated my recovery before him, and I got my certificate. Yay! So something got triggered, and I just went, "Oh, so you don't care? You just." And he was like, "Baby, what are you talking about?" And I was like, "No, that's fine. Just take me home." And I started getting mad and aggressive because it took me back to situations on my past relationship where I used to say, "No, I don't want him fine," and he'd be like, "Okay," and then my ex partner used to disappear. He was happy that I didn't want to go. He was happy that I'd rather stay home and cook. He was but he was doing negative things outside our home. So it triggers something on me. So like I said, we never know when things are gonna emerge. Another thing I really want to talk about because it's Valentine's, it's love. We are talking about intimacy. Ladies, intimacy. I want to get to that point. How many of y'all have encountered situations where you're trying to get an intimacy part at the beginning after your past trauma and you're doing your healing process, but you're in a relationship, but there's certain things that you don't feel comfortable with and you don't say it? Or do you say it? That's my question. And I'm sorry, I wish I could put the question up. But if you feel uncomfortable on, let's say, doing a sexual position that your partner in the intimacy, because I had issues when I first got with with him, and they were my issues. And I'm gonna say it like this because due to my past traumas, there are certain things that I said I don't do, I don't do, and I don't do. And that's why I didn't want to get no other relationship because I know, okay, men like this, men want this. I don't want that. I don't want that, period. That's it. It is what it is. And then I realized because of my past experience as a child, this one thing made me say, I don't. And then, it was something that affects you, not only physically, but emotionally. And it was just distressful for me because I was able to talk to him about it and tell him how I was in distress, how I felt, and I knew you're gonna stay. You're not gonna stay with me. You don't want to be with me because I'm gonna be honest. I don't do this. And he said, "Okay, when you're ready." And I was like, "You didn't listen to me. I said I don't do this." And he said, "It's okay. I'm never gonna make you do anything." And then my trauma response again was, "That's what you say right now." But then once we start dating and everything, you got. But you know what? That was my trauma response again. I was bringing my past relationship where the person didn't listen, where the person abused me, where the person came drunk or under the influence of drugs and physically abused me and then sexually abused me. So this past traumas, even though I went through therapy and I went through healing and I was doing good, there's some things that would still linger in me. Even sometimes at the beginning, it was watching a show, watching. I had to stop watching for a minute until I continued doing my healing process to understand why I felt that way. Um, I was watching this show where the special victims unit. I love it. Anybody can relate to that. I love special victims unit. But when it was something about children being sexually assaulted, I would totally black out and go back to that moment of my childhood. But then I started telling myself a thousand things I could have done different. I was a child. During my healing years and all the tools and techniques I learned, and she's taking her life back. And thanks to trauma mindset coach Natalie, I've learned that most things were not our fault, ladies. We did not deserve them. In some areas, as an adult, yeah, we might have played a part on some of the things that consequences, but even as a woman that has been abused, I'm saying some parts I did play. I'm not saying everybody. So I don't want you to misunderstand me and say I'm blaming nobody. I don't do that. I just want to be honest with myself. As an adult, I play a lot of parts of things, negative things that happened to me because of my actions. But I was bringing past my sexual assault affected my relationship at the well, it didn't affect my relationship. It affected me because I thought it was always going to be a problem. It was, and 6 years in this relationship, and I'm happy. I'm blessed. I am joyful. I don't know if you can see my smile when I talk about my husband, how my lights smile when I talk about him. Um, his understanding, our communication is great. And those are some of the tips I want to share with you all tonight. If you've experienced any type in your intimacy that you feel that you can do certain things or you feel uncomfortable, build that communication with your partner where you can communicate and be able to speak and say these are things that make me, and maybe you all can try to work up a plan. Me and my husband, I continue to go to therapy and worked out. We started eventually everything I did with him, and this is sometimes when we know it's the real thing. It's not forced. Eventually our intimacy started opening up little by little. I started feeling more comfortable. I never felt pressure. And those are the things that matter. It don't matter if it's your spouse. It don't matter if it's your boyfriend. It don't matter if you've been together for so. If you don't feel comfortable and you say no, no is no. I don't care in English, in Spanish, in French, in whichever language. Germany. No is no. And they have to have that respect for you, and you have to have that love and that respect for yourself. So that is one thing. So I want to know, ladies, if you all ever brought a past experience from your past year in your relationship that affected your relationship, because I know it affected mine, but my partner was persistent. He was honest. He was there for me. He has been very supportive on my healing journey, and he understands when he can see the signs before I do. Sometimes when I zone out for a minute, he calls my name, he already knows, so he brings me back. So that's why I started learning the grounding techniques. So if you ever feel that you're in a moment where you feel in distress, if you feel that something doesn't feel right and you start hyperventilating, take a second, breathe, breathe, ladies. It's gonna be okay. Count backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back to reality. You're right here. You're in your safe space, and nobody can hurt you because you will protect you. Okay? So, moving forward, I don't want to get too much into, because it's Valentine's, it's love, and I don't want to get too much into the details. I really want to speak a little bit more about, past traumas and how it affect, but past traumas can still affect a relationship even if we're living a happy and healthy relationship and everything is going great, like I said, like me, but then something resurface and we go ballistic real quick. We got that women intuition. You already know we got that women intuition where we something not right. What, I'm gonna put it like this, and I'm gonna say it. I wish I could say it the Mexican way. And the Mexican way is no mires moros con tranchetes. That's what we say. So it's like when somebody's saying you is seeing something there that's not there. Stop seeing something that is not there. And if it's there, we already know. We gotta recognize the red flags, ladies. I don't have 20 years of well, I do have 20 years of experience, but in bad unhealthy relationship, almost 10 years, 8 years my first nurse, 10 years on my second. So I do have, but I'm gonna say we can recognize the red flags when your man telling you, "Oh, I don't feel good." That's for a women. The headache and all this, that's for women. Hey, we're on those days. When a man tell you I don't feel good, you came home late. What's going on? I'm not starting. I'm not trying to start nothing, but we can see the red flags when they, the distance. So I always say, if you're seeing that distance between you and your significant others, always establish open communication. We just had a live this past week, and I want to be honest, it was about trust, if I'm not mistaken, building trust, and it's so important. I swear, building that trust, because without trust, self trust, and trusting that other, because when we come out of that past trauma, when we come out of that unhealthy relationship, when we still continue to self sabotage at times, and we need to find coping skills and techniques and tools that can help us change. We got to change that mindset. That's what I love about trauma mindset, Natalie. I'm not lying. I'm not here to praise her because I want you all to join in, buy our worksheets or buy our working. It I'm honest. I was one of those persons that if you have met me years back, you would have seen the transformation God has made on me. When I put a Facebook post, some people say, "Oh, it's your family always comments." Yes, they comment, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the growth from me right here to where God, and my perseverance of transforming my life for better, it's the living proof. And I'm not lying. I've worked on my relationship, and I worked because every time I try to self-sabotage it, I realized this man was worth it. He never gave up hope. He even talked to family members to try to get me the help I needed. He talked to therapists. He went through therapy sessions with me. He stopped doing what he was doing so he can come with me. Ask for days off at work so he can come. We have our son. I said, I can't leave my job. I just turned into a shift supervisor. Then 6 months, well, 4 months later, I turned into an assistant manager. I was like, what are we gonna do? No, I can't get no. We don't get no help for daycare. Our child has autism, so it's very hard for us to leave him somewhere. And I was like, I don't want to leave with no babysitter. I don't want somebody to be fed up and not watch your child or abuse him with all these things. I am traumatized about that. I'm sorry. So he committed, finished his school because he's in college. So doing that, he has a partial disability from the BA, and he does build websites and everything got to do with computers. Is great marketing. He's gonna be doing a lot of marketing as soon as he graduates. After, I'm very proud of him. Shout out to my babe. I know you always watch my lives, baby. Love you, and thank you for all my gifts. And he committed. Until I finish my school, I'll continue working from home, and I will watch our son until hopefully we're waiting. Now he's going into his first classes. He's going to care. So yes, I'm excited about that. But he's been very supportive. But we always had open communication and trust. It don't matter if I'm wrong, if a past trauma resurface or nothing. One thing about me, I lived in a home where there was a lot of lies. A lot of lies. Lies as a child, lies as growing, lies in my relationship, betrayal. The betrayal part, oh my God, ladies. When somebody betrays you on the past and cheats on you, we bring that baggage to our next relationship. And and I'm telling you this because me, I, I'm a person that I love, and I give my love to a friend, to a family member, to my children. I love. I made mistakes in life. I had an addiction. I had an addiction. I am on my recovery journey, and I'm proud of myself. And you all should be proud of yourselves if y'all came out of that unhealthy relationship, if you overcame sexual assault, and you're doing the healing process. But if you're still looking for more in life and you're still trying to find that purpose, continue to follow us. She's taking her life back. Follow us, subscribe, follow us. You don't have nothing to lose. You only have to gain here. That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna gain more, more self-love, more tools, more techniques to continue fighting these battles that we constantly encounter in life. So yeah, that cheating part. I honestly, you know, I have children from my past marriage. My children grown, one in the army, one in the National Guard. My daughter graduated last year from college, beauty college. She's doing her own thing. I'm proud of her. She got me a grandson. My children, but my husband got two children from his first marriage. And I don't know if y'all saw, and if y'all want to see this, I on New Year's, we had a New Year's celebration and we brought some guests. And one of my guests was my older son, Ismael Renteria, call him Smiley. And my second guest was my ex husband, my husband's ex wife. And yes, we have a relationship because that is the mother of his children. And they visit us in the summer, they stay with us. I love him like they're mine because he loves my children, grown or little. He loves all my children as his as well. We have a big family, and my family loves him in Texas. um and she was one of our guests. And I remember at the beginning of my relationship with him, I had an argument with it, something, and they were arguing. It was something about the children were coming, the children not coming. We're going to get them. I'm sending you for the gas. It was something, and I snapped. I tell you, we bring that baggage from our past traumas always resurface. Something they fighting like they together. That was my thought, real quick. And because in my ex relationship, the person I was with, his ex wife used to come. She would come in our house with their children that were grown, come inside, say hi to me, say hi to him, sit down. There was that relationship. But he never had nothing to do with her. But he cheated with 20 other people out there, not with her. But in one occasion, I seen she came when I wasn't home. So that did something to me because I was already during my substance use. So it did something to me. So I'm telling you, we bring baggage from the back into our relationship because I remember I told him, and I asked her one time, we were talking, me and her, we were having a conversation one time, and I was like, remember that day I got mad? She was like, yeah, no, girl, Ronald was not like that. And I was like, that's what I wanted to ask you. Did he ever cheat on you? I asked her, like, honestly. And he knows I did. I told him afterwards, oh, I did ask Fight on this. And he was like, you did what? And I was like, I did, because if I want to be with you and I'm going through my healing, I need to know. But I can't just say, oh, you're just gonna change because you're with me. No, you did it over there, you're gonna do it again. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. I'm sorry. But no, it was due to his drinking problem that he came and he got better. So I was like, okay, I can work with that because I just came from drug addiction, so substance misuse recovery. So okay, there's no cheating, ain't no adultery going on out there. Great, but we do bring that, ladies. So just keep in mind, sometimes we have to have that self trust. Trust yourself. Learn to trust yourself, and we need to stop committing the same mistakes with of bringing that past into our future relationship and self sabotaging our chance to be happy and find a good person in life that loves you and respects you for the valuable woman that you are. So let me see. I want to move into my my second segment of the night, which is embracing joyful intimacy and overcoming past traumas for a healthy relationship. So let me see. I want to say something. I wish I had it here. I wanted to share something with y'all, and it was something I had written like this because I write notes. I write a lot of my journals, and I wanted to share it with y'all, but I think I might have left it on my notebook. I'm gonna let that on my notebook. It's okay. It's okay. So it's gonna be okay. So let me put it like this. We're gonna dive into this segment. So I hope I don't touch nothing because my husband's laptop is touchscreen everywhere you touch. So in this topic, we're gonna talk about embracing intimacy after past traumas. I say, trauma life coach. I'm here to guide you. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about we need to. It's time to banish the shame and the guilt from our intimacy playbook. So, despite past traumas, we deserve the warmth and joy that comes from loving relationship. So, we're going to explore some empowering tools and techniques. And not only that, but I'm also going to give you some tips about how we can spice up our connections. So, first, I want to acknowledge and celebrate your progress. So, I want you that if you've been if you're on your healing journey of past traumas and you are doing great on your relationship, or you still working on yourself, like Natalie says, she's single woman looking for Mr. Right, and um if you're on that journey of rediscovering yourself and loving yourself, I might not be single when I have a man, but at a time when I was single, I can say, even right now through my relationship, I had to learn to love myself. And that's one thing, like I said, I learned it from She's Taking Life Back when I heard trauma mindset coach Natalie and spiritual life coach Julia talk about me time. And I had no understanding. Like I said, English, English, where I come from, my Spanish was always Spanish. Ain't no Mexican gonna talk about. I'm sorry if my Hispanic people are listening and my Latinos. Let's be honest. When do we talk about me time? Oh, me time. No, I ain't heard that me time. Me time is going to the club and dancing. I don't do that me time. So I'm telling you, from my perspective of my people, as I grew up, and ain't no such thing. I know. So when they said me time, and I was like, ooh, it's me time. Like I do me. My time is all day till I go to sleep, and that's the true honesty. That's at the beginning, like 2 years and a half ago when I started back into She's Taking Her Life Back, being on the backstage. I was a viewer. I wasn't part of She's Taking Her Life Back. I was a viewer. I would come in, I would watch, I would listen, I would come in, and then I just join in the learning lounge. She's Taking Her Life Back, the learning lounge, which is a private Facebook group. If you all like to join, She's Taking Her Life Back, the learning lounge. It's a private group and you can ask questions and it's private. It's only the people that have the privilege to be in that group can see your comments. Okay. And that's when I learned about me time. So I said, okay, let me try this. So I told my husband, he keep talking about me time, baby. He's like, yeah, you need to relax, baby. And I was like, why you ain't tell me this before? Like, damn, you ain't told me none about so I learned to go. He did it for me the first time. He went and put some candles on my bathtub. He fixed everything, put a thing over the light bulb, the light on our mirror, so to make it dim. Put some incense, so it could smell good, and then went in his phone and put some soothe, calming, like romantic music. He asked me if I want to change it, I can change it, or just call him. He would be my DJ, and just call his name. And he just put all the bubbles on my back, and it was the best thing I've ever experienced. I promise it was so relaxing. I didn't want to get out. So, so that's one of the things I want to share with y'all, ladies. If you are in that relationship with your husband and you feel like things are getting a little bit cold, like, okay, we've been together for a few years. It used to be fun. We used to be intimate together every day. Now it's like every 4 days. And then it's like next time it's going to be every 5, 6 days. So start by doing something like that. We don't always, it's good. I mean, communication. Hey, baby, I need a back rub. I need a back rub, you know? And maybe sometimes you got to do it for your man. Try that. I tell my husband sometimes, I say like, baby, lay down, let's watch a movie. And I'm like, lay that way. And he'd be like, why? I say, let me rub your feet. And he like, oh, you gotta give me your foot massage? I say, yeah, let me rub your feet, baby. And he'd be like, okay. And he likes it and he enjoys it. But then when we go to bed, after we come, because that's, we're in the living room. That's why I rub his feet, because we'd be on the couch watching movies. And then when we come to bed, he'll start rubbing my back out of his own person. I don't have to ask him. He'll rub my back, or he knows that one thing, I get all my stress right here. So I always told him from the beginning, I said, baby, I get my stress here. I like to be, my hair, I pull it sometimes. It releases my stress. It's something that I did, so it releases my stress. So there's some pressure points that I learned about. So I tell him like, here, here, here. So he do that for me. So ladies, sometimes if we feel like, oh, I'm at work all day, my husband or my partner or my boyfriend work all day, and we got home and it's like, and then when we're off, it's like we're all in our each. Sometimes, come on, I do this. I'm off. It's my family time. But if I wanna, tell my husband that reminder that, hey, I'm still here and I love you, baby, and I'm gonna wear my little top. I'm not that skinny, but I'll still wear my little booty shorts. It's my house. I'm putting my little apron and get into the kitchen and, hey, baby, I'm cooking. He ain't seen me. He over there doing something. And then I'm cooking and like, ooh, it smells good. He'll come look in that kitchen and be like, ooh, baby, what you wearing? Don't worry about what I'm wearing. Worry about what I'm cooking. You're like, I don't care about that. That'll be his response. I don't care about that. So, ladies, maybe try something new. Go out. If you work so hard, go out. Sometimes find you a nice little baby doll, little outfit. If you don't like that type of stuff, it's too much for you. Get you a little top, a sport bra, a little short, a matching one. Come, enjoy it. Use it. Show it to your husband, to your spouse. And I like one thing I like about me and my husband. We've two big kids. I'm 42. I'm 42. And my husband, he's 7 years younger than me. So I'm not gonna tell you his age. Y'all can do the math. Because I didn't gonna tell you his age. Y'all do the math. He's 7 years younger than me. We have our son. But I mean, sometimes I wish y'all can just see how crazy it is. I might be so tired laying in that couch. And this man just wants to stand in front of me and start dancing and be like, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'll be like, baby, I'm tired. And I just get up and I bring my son, come on, Baba, let's dance. And we start. It's just the moments and the experience that we pass with each other, ladies. It's not all when I'm talking about the language of love, it's not always sexual. I want to bring a little bit about intimacy and bring you out some little things that you can use, like cooking some sexy clothes, even give your husband or your spouse or boyfriend, significant other, a back rub. And, but you also communicate your needs. Hey, I need this from you. I would also like for you to do this for me. Play games, night game, make it a fun day. Do some cards where, this week you got to give me a massage. This is for you. Next time I'm gonna go get a pedicure, and guess what, you're paying for it. Your turn. Make some fun games. But the language of love is not about sex and intimacy all the time. I'm telling you, love is about making that other person happy as well. Just like you're happy, you want to make that other person. Love is not selfish. So you want to give and receive, right? So I let me put it like this. Sharing memories. Just I did that to my husband the other day. I said, I wish I would have had my phone. That would have been a TikTok. It would have been a hit. I was like, baby, you could have made me some money. I would have had ooh. And he was like, stop playing. He was like, I'm glad you don't and I said, nah, I should record it because I asked him, I was feeling one of those times where I wanted to hear him say, I love you. He was so busy working on some schoolwork, school test and everything. And I wanted to hear my husband tell me, I love you. Because I think I hadn't heard it in like a day. and it's something that he always tells me in a daily basis. I love you, baby. Have a good day at work. And I think he did say it when he dropped me off at work. But when I came home, he was so busy, so I feel like I wanted some time for me. My husband over there doing chess, and then later he's gonna want to play Xbox, and then I'm working on she's taking her life back, and then it's gonna be time for me to go take a bath and go to bed, and the day's over, and tomorrow I gotta open, and I was already creating all this, like I said, negative thoughts sometimes. But then I was like, okay, let me change those. What do you want? I just want a little bit of attention, a little bit, and I'll be okay. I'll go back to doing me. So I said, baby, and he was so busy. And I was like, remember what you used to tell me when we used to date and we used to go downtown in Centennial Park? And remember that what you used to tell me, that what you used to tell me? And he was like, what word? I said, remember the one you used to tell me? Because he used to tell me I love you. I said, remember that time where you told me something, and then you said that was the reason why you wanted to take me out and take me to eat, because I was like, no, don't spend your money. He was like, I'm gonna do it. I said, remember you told me? And he was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. You're not telling me what. And I said, never mind, just forget it. I said, if you don't eat. And then he was like, I love you. And I was like, yes, was that so hard? And said, oh, baby, I love you. I said, I wish I would have recorded you, because you're just over there talking about I never told you what it was. I'm not supposed to tell you. I want you to tell me. So I'm doing I'm questioning you. And he was like, baby, you know I love you. I'm just doing this. I said, I know, I just want to hear it. Now you can go back to doing your test, and I'm gonna go back to doing what I'm doing. I'm finished doing over here on my phone. And he was like, you crazy. I said, you too? And that's how it is. But love is in a touch. Just a touch, a smile, the way that person looks at you, the way you look at your partner. Sometimes you don't need words. You need to go. Of course, a kiss. That's 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 the language of love. Making love to each other without even having to make love. And that's one thing that I think it's beautiful about love, because you if you can connect to with your own significant other, with your partner, with your best friend, with your spouse, if you can communicate with them just by looking at them sexy and say, it's time to go, baby, baby, you got it. If you can just do that catwalk in your living room and say, I'm being in the bed in the bedroom. Y'all got it, ladies. I know. I just wanted to say that today is Valentine's Day. Is the day of love, friendship, um, and appreciating all those that have been part of your life. And I just wanted to share with you all that I am so happy that she's taking her life back, has been able to bring to you all tools and techniques, and continue nurturing and growth for our transformational journey of continue healing and recovery as well from many things. It could be overeating, it could be shoplift, it could be anything that is addictive behavior and negative behavior. It's an addiction. Sexually active. I can't remember the word. I know somebody said promiscuous, but there's another word. It's also, those are negative behaviors. So I just want to say that um, it's hard when we're in this journey, because we always have to be in alert. Always, ladies, don't forget, we always got to be in alert. That's why we need coping skills. We need coping mechanisms, everything. So right now, I just want to share with y'all um that if there's trust between you and your partner, as long as there's trust and you all build that open communication, um build trust, open communication, have respect, um empathy for one another, grow together, support, set boundaries. Those are some health. Those are when we cultivate a healthy relationship. It involves practical keys. So these are some of the practical keys I want to share with you because I see that our life is almost to the end, and I didn't bring my Coke or my bottle of water tonight, so it's kind of like I'm out dry. And so I want to share with you some of these practical keys that we can use to continue building our relationship. And I hope this was informative to you. I hope this was good for you. I don't know, like I said, my nerves went away after a while. I hope mindset coach Natalie, trauma mindset coach Natalie, feels better and will be back and running up again. But I want to thank you all. Thank you all. Take this moment before I share with you all these keys. I want to thank you all for joining. And I want to remind you, if you have any comments, any questions, please leave a comment. Let me know that you were live in our YouTube tonight. And remember, we do have worksheets available. We do have past YouTube lives where um, we talk about it's being education. Talked about trust. We've talked about we had the vision board. The vision board. We had a few series. Right now, my mind is a little bit like I said. Um, one that's very important. It's in the tip of my tongue. That is come on, Sonia, bring it back, bring it back. Building support networks. I think is very important, and it was one of our past lives. So just go back and view our lives. There's so much that you can learn and grow from this. So remember, it's about continuing growth and learning these skills and these techniques to be able to, whenever a past trauma emerges in our life, ladies, we don't have to be stuck. We don't have to be stuck. We don't have to feel like we have to go back to our bad negative ways of coping. We can continue to move forward. And I'm saying sometimes life is going to show up because there's situations in life where your car broke down, you lost your job, um death in the family, and those things are very, very um big traumas that can hit us and just throw us in a turmoil that we might not be able. So we have to be ready and prepared to come out of those situations and be able to have that support network to help us. So I'm just saying, view our lives, continue to join us. We're trying to build a community here. We love your support. We love your enthusiasm. Join She's Checking Live Back to Learning Lounge. We're every Wednesday, 8 p.m. sharp here on YouTube. And like I said, Mindset Coach Natalie, Trauma Mindset Coach Natalie is not here. Life happens. She wasn't feeling well. And I wasn't about to say I ain't doing it. I'm going to throw myself out there because you know what's my passion? To help other women that have experienced trauma and addiction in the past, addiction as a trauma response, to help them and find their purpose and continue that recovery journey and continue to move forward and break free from self-limited beliefs and get all the negative thoughts that were planted to us as a child, as an adolescent, that we can't do it, that we're not good enough, that we don't deserve. They're wrong. That's wrong. Those are negative beliefs. We deserve, we're worth it. We are, baby, God created us. Like I said last time, we give birth, we give life. We just have to say, I want it, and how bad do you want it, to continue doing the work. Not just say I want it because I want a 2024 Mercedes van, and I don't think I'm gonna get it just because I want it. I gotta work hard. I mean, I actually want a Lincoln Navigator, and I don't want a 2024, but I do want a big Lincoln Navigator. Right? That's like I've always wanted it, and I said I'm. So that's my goal. So in order for me to work on that goal, I need to continue working. I need to continue saving, and I need to set up everything I have to set up to say I want to work on this. So that's how it is, ladies. You want to build a healthy relationship. You want to be understanding and meeting each other needs. Well, let me give you some practical keys. Communication. Be open and honest and clear in expressing feelings, needs, and concerns. Trust. Build and maintain trust by being reliable and transparent with one another. Respect. Value each other's feelings, opinions, and boundaries. Okay, that is very important. Don't be clingy, ladies. Don't be trying to be there 24/7. Don't be like, what time you getting home from work? Let them drive. Let him drive home. And same for him. Let him know if he's there at home. Tell him, hey, you know what? If I'm driving home from work, don't be asking me how long it's going to take me for me to get home. It's going to take me as long as I drive from there to here. So set boundaries, even in your intimacy. If you need to set boundaries, set boundaries. And if you want to spice it up, ladies. Try something new. But you ain't nothing gonna happen there. But let the magic flow, okay? Remember, this is Cupid's Chronicles. And another one I want to share with you is empathy. Try to understand and feel what the other person is experiencing. So if you're not feeling a certain way, try to talk to him and help him understand how you're feeling. If he has any issues, if you see any change of behavior, try to understand what he's feeling, what he's going through. Maybe it was something happened at work, maybe something going on with his family, maybe it's something personal. Sometimes men make it harder to communicate if they don't feel good or something. Try to be all that macho and tough and say, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Hey baby, I got you. I got you. What you need? Your head hurt? I got you. Your back hurt? Let me go get some back rub. Put it right there or some patch or something. But do so understand and feel what each one of you is experiencing. So another one is quality time. Spend meaningful time together to strengthen your bond. Try to spend the most time. Stop being on your phone and on Facebook and on TikTok and on Instagram and taking selfies. Try to spend as much time with your partner as possible. I know I work an hard 8-hour shift, sometimes 9-hour shift, sometimes a little bit more than that. And I work sometimes 5 or sometimes 6 days. It depends how my job requires me. But ladies, if your man works, if he works on a hard construction, if he works somewhere where he gotta be all day and he comes home and he's tired, um, give him his quality time as well. But on your days off, try to build that bond and get to know that person. I've been with my husband 6 years and I feel like I've known him all my life. He tells me sometimes, oh my God, we've been together so long. And we start laughing because we actually say, how long we've been together? He says 20 years. I said, that's how it feels like to me. And we be laughing. We look at each other, we're getting a divorce. And we start laughing. And it's a joke because it feels like we know each other so much, but we do spend a lot of time, quality time together. And if you don't believe me, you can go to my TikTok. She's Taking Her Life Back, LLC. And I just posted all the pictures from the beginning of our relationship, mostly till right now, and mostly to our wedding. But yeah, She's Taking Her Life Back. You're going to find my trauma mindset coach, Natalie, and She's Taking Her Life Back, LLC. You're going to find Trauma Addiction Recovery Coach. We are on TikTok. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. She's Taking Her Life Back. We are trying to open doors and expand, ladies. We want to help as many women continue to move forward in life from their past traumas. If you are in your healing journey, like I said, we don't heal trauma. We don't heal addiction. Um, we help you move to that second level. We don't want you to say, well, I'm old, I'm retired, I'm too old for this. There ain't no such thing as I'm too old. I don't care what Uncle Sam says. Uncle Sam is not walking in my shoes. He's not paying my bills. I still gotta go and get mine. So come on, ladies. Another one is, sorry, because y'all know me. I get carried away and I can talk for hours. We can be here all night. So let me wrap it up real quick. So conflict of resolution, address disagreements constructively, okay? Focusing on finding solutions rather than blame. Don't start going that you did this, but you did this. Okay, let me see. Let's sit down. I did this, but you also did this. So well, this made me feel like that. That's why I reacted like that. And that's one thing that I do. I had I shared it last time. I said, look, I did something, and I told trauma mindset coach Natalie, I said, I messaged her and I said, I gotta take a time out because I gotta apologize to my husband. And she asked me later, how did it go? And I told her, I did good. I felt good. I feel good because I know it was my fault. And I'm not just taking the blame to, no, he said something that it triggered me. Like, I don't want to know about that right now. I don't want to deal with that right now. I'll deal with it when he comes. But he told me, I'm trying to have you be ready, baby, because you don't want consequences. So you need to have this ready and this ready and this ready because I'm going to court, right? For a traffic stop. So I don't want to hear about it. And I just went off. So yes, we address disagreements. Don't do the blame part. Try to sit down and agree to what happened, what made the person feel what, and what made the other person feel, this way, and settle that conflict and no disputes. Okay, just talk it out and work it out, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Boundaries, set and respect personal boundaries to maintain individual and mutual respect. So setting boundaries. My Spanish English comes out. Um, I respect his time when he got to do his work. He respects she's taking her life back. He loves the matter that I be taking my life back because he knows it makes me happy. Puts a smile. I'd be excited when I tell him about, oh baby, we did this today. This is what, like right now I'm gonna go straight to him and say, baby, my life went well. Let me go. I gotta go see it after I get off, so I'm gonna go check it out because I can't see myself. I'm just here live. I don't know what y'all be looking at, but I know we got this. Okay, so support. Offer encouragement, understanding, and assist during challenges. So be there for one another. Be there to comfort, be there to give advice, be there to say, no, 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 no. That's not what we're doing. We're gonna do it like this, and we're gonna do it together. So be supportive to one another, okay? Grow together. Continually work on personal growth and support each other's aspirations. And that is very important. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that because I'm doing this. Because, no, no, we're going to do it together, baby. I'm going to support you and you're going to support me. It was your turn. Now it's my turn. So grow together continuously. Work on personal growth and support on each other's aspirations, dreams, goals, everything together. Okay? Appreciation. My Spanish. Appreciation. Okay. Regularly express gratitude and appreciation. Appreciation. Okay. Don't worry about my accent. Y'all gonna like it later in the future for each other. So remember, be appreciative of one another. Encourage him as well. Tell him, hey, sometimes I want to hear, well, how was my cooking? How was this? How was that? Appreciate one another. Uh, I just did that today with my husband. I love my balloons. I love my watch. I love my blouse. I love my jeans. Let me show you all my shoes real quick. He got me. They got little hearts, and I want to show them because I am so happy and I love him, and they match my blouse. So yeah, he got me matching everything. And he brought me the little backpack that you put like this on your back, and it's got the matching everything. He got me this woman's perfume that smells so good that I can smell myself so good. But I think we come to an end, and I'm sad about that. I'm looking at my time. So I just want to say at this time, ladies, as we come into our close, and remember that your past does not define your present or your future. Your past traumas and and all the experiences we had in our past, they do not define our present or our future. You are deserving of love, pleasure, and happiness. It's okay to feel pleasure. It's okay to want to be loved. It's okay to want to be touched. It's okay to want to be feel like a woman. It's nothing bad with that. It's not wrong. It's not you're not acting no other way. You're not offending nobody. Learn to love your body. Love your body, your curves, your imperfections, everything. Learn to love it and cherish it because that is you. That is the beauty in you. Okay? The most beautiful thing there is in life is the women's body, our body. God created us. So embrace it all. Embrace it all. So, like I said, you are deserving of love, pleasure, and happiness by embracing a positive mindset, fostering. Hold on, my thing is I have to put my charger. Okay, sorry about that. My thing was gonna fall. Okay. Oh, so I'm sorry. I don't want my thing to go off. So by embracing a positive mindset and fostering open communication and exploring joyful intimacy, you create a path to a lasting, fulfilling relationship. Don't forget that. So I just want to thank you all tonight. And as we wrap it up, remember that your journey to a joyful intimacy is unique. So as there's no one size fits all approach. Be patient, extend kindness to yourself and to your spouse, to your significant other. Um, and surround your path with positivity, okay? Whether you are navigating the healing journey as an individual or as a couple, embrace the love and joy that awaits you. If you found this insight and valuable, please share your thoughts. Share your thoughts. We want to hear from you. We like I said, we're building a community. She's taking her life back. We are here. We want to expand. We want to open doors. We want to build that community with you all, ladies. So please, if you think that this was very helpful and you want to share with somebody, I appreciate if y'all do share. Um, Remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. Share. If someone can benefit from this, please share. Um, if you also want to say, be mindful, love yourself, and remember that the love of language expands in so many ways. And I wish trauma mindset coach Natalie would have been here to talk about in the single perspective. But I can say that loving yourself as a single woman and getting yourself prepared for, like she always says, for Mr. Right, that's the best thing you're doing for you and your future, because you are waiting, because you want to be in the level you want him to be. And you know that you are not going to uh, not limit yourself, but you will not under degrade yourself, because you know what you're looking for. My word right now is not coming out because I'm trying to look at the time and I'm a little bit nervous now because I'm hoping that everything went well. I love you all. Again, this is Trauma Addiction Recovery Coach Sonia. This is a Women's Word Talk Show. She's taking a life back, a Women's Word Weekly Talk Show. This are Cupid Chronicles, February trauma informed chats, loving me, loving him, and loving friends. And we have our fourth series. This is our second one. Trauma Mindset Coach Natalie will be giving our next one, which I can't wait for it. It's going to be also about love because it's the month of February. But I love you all. And remember to subscribe, follow us, hit the notification bell. And until next time, y'all have a lovely night. Happy Valentine's. And remember to, if you have a friend, if you have a coworker, if you have that so someone in your support group that you want to appreciate, it's not just a Valentine's every day, but today is that day that even a little message. And that's one thing also. When you want to spice up your relationship and everything, send an emoji, send a Jeep, send a text message that says, baby, I love you and I can't wait to see you. Something little. But remember, y'all got this. Turn that relationship and turn on the heat. Good night. Until next time, this is Trauma Addiction Recovery Coach. She's taking her life back. Y'all have a good night.